from Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 10.
Now at 10, building brighter futures. A new center is now open here in Lincoln. How it's creating more opportunities for kids to learn. Then revitalizing rural Nebraska. A college partnership is paying off in a small Nebraska town. Why their project is earning recognition. Also under investigation.
It would not go away. It lasted a long time. I had ongoing pain.
Health officials are tracking a new outbreak of a familiar illness. Why they haven't identified the source yet. And the ultimate sacrifice.
Not all heroes wear capes. She wore the uniform.
A community is honoring one of its fallen heroes, how they remembered an Army sergeant who gave everything. We begin with the FDA tonight, investigating a new potential outbreak of cyclospora. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Rod Fowler. The agency says the cluster includes dozens of cases of the severe stomach illness. They won't say where they're seeing it. Now, the outbreak included 72 people. Federal health officials, again, not giving much information on the whereabouts of this. The violent intestinal illness spreading now to 41 states, more than 11,000 total cases. It comes just 24 hours after Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. tried to reassure the public.
Does the federal government have this outbreak under control right now?
We do have the outbreak under control. We have done extensive forensics, epidemiological forensics, and we've identified the source of the outbreak.
In New York, Chase Strangio says he was one of more than 40 people sickened after eating a boxed lunch at a corporate event and had symptoms for weeks.
The main difference between this illness from the cyclospora parasite and other stomach bugs was that it would not go away. It lasted a long time. I had ongoing pain.
There are now more than double the number of cases than we see in a typical year. And we're only, of course, halfway through the season. New at 10, a new space for learning and playing is now open here in Lincoln. 3, 2, 1. The new STEAM Activity Center near 52nd and Holdridge had a ribbon-cutting ceremony today. It features classrooms, a makerspace, gyms, a multimedia studio, and computer labs, giving kids more opportunities to learn science, technology, engineering, art, and math outside of the classroom.
Our plan for the Activity Center is really to have a place where kids can come during non-school days and for summer camps. We'll facilitate programs for them during that time. But then we also want to open it up to the community where families or other nonprofit organizations can use the space too and really make it a neighborhood resource that everybody can benefit from.
Family Service Lincoln says the center was created to meet the growing need for youth programming in Northeast Lincoln. The STEAM Activity Center joins an affordable housing complex and a community garden as part of the 51 Commons development. Let's get to your first forecast as we get a little closer to your Friday. By golly, we've almost made it. Here's a look at current conditions around southeast Nebraska from our network of cameras. Another really pleasant night for July. Will our days of cooler than normal temps continue? I think we can all make a pretty good guess on that. But let's talk to our expert, Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
Are we far enough away from that 101 that we saw the other day that we kind of forgot about it?
I forgot all about that.
Me too. Guess what? Those kinds of temperatures are going to try to make a comeback as we head through the weekend and into next week. So, hope you enjoyed today, and I hope you enjoy tomorrow because the heat is going to come back. Today, we didn't even get to 80. How about that? Lincoln at 79, 77 in Beatrice, only 72 in Hebron for a high today. That is amazing for July. Outside on our Honda of Lincoln Camp, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, bit of a breeze, otherwise partly cloudy skies, 73 degrees. That dew point around the middle 60s, so it is trying to creep up there just a little bit. 60s and 70s across the state. Very comfortable evening out there with those dew points in the 60s for everybody. That's kind of rare. It's usually drier, especially the western half of the state. A little bit of light rain in north central and northeast Nebraska, a sprinkle or two in central Nebraska, but eventually southeast Nebraska gets a chance for rain as we head towards early tomorrow morning. So we'll talk more about that forecast in a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Rusty. Tonight, a mother's loss is a nation's gratitude.
She fought for this country and she died for this country, and I am a mother that is highly proud of her. And I know she was really focused on what she was doing. She loved it.
The grief-stricken mother of 28-year-old Army Sergeant Angel Rampersad is balancing her pain with a sense of pride. A New York community came out together to honor one of 4 U.S. service members recently killed while serving in the Middle East. Friends, family, and fellow service members gathered in Queens to remember Army Sergeant Angel Rampersad. The 28-year-old Signal Operations Support Specialist served in the Army since 2019 and was remembered today for her service, her sacrifice, and commitment to her country.
Not all heroes wear capes. She wore the uniform. We know that our heroes in uniform don't serve alone. Their families serve right along with them. To Angel's wife, her parents, sister, and loved ones, we thank you for your sacrifice, because it is a sacrifice.
This comes after Rampersad was honored with a dignified transfer ceremony at Dover Air Force Base yesterday. And as we mourn back here at home, the U.S. military says it has carried out strikes on Iran for a 13th straight night. It comes as President Trump says he's considering an even larger military response. Meanwhile, oil prices have climbed above $100 a barrel, meaning drivers could soon see higher prices at the pump.
Gas prices will continue going up, and diesel prices here in very short order could again reach new all-time records or get very close, and that's the concern.
The rising costs come as attacks in the region continue to disrupt global oil supplies. And Lincoln isn't immune to those rising prices. Citizen journalist Brylan sharing this video from the Maverick there at Southwest 48th and West O, showing gas selling there for $3.94 a gallon. New attend a college class is helping revitalize a rural Nebraska community. A partnership between UNL and David City is now earning statewide recognition. Several of the students' recommendations included a new city park, improving the local museum, and plans for a veterans memorial. And now those improvements are becoming a reality.
The students' plan was used to help prepare and apply for a community development block grant. That CDBG program ultimately ended up getting the community $400,000 of assistance for their small businesses.
UNL is very proud of what this group of students were able to achieve, also saying the project shows how classroom learning can help strengthen communities across rural Nebraska. Right now, a new place of hope is opening in Beatrice. Behind me, what first started off as a concept, and now this 2-year community effort has blossomed into a new cancer garden. It's designed to honor, remember, and heal. Today, the Beatrice Community Hospital Foundation celebrated the grand opening of the Community Cancer Garden of Life and Legacy. The project has taken a bit of patience, but has come a long way, bringing together community leaders, volunteers, SCC, and the city of Beatrice to create a peaceful place for families touched by cancer. Well, stay with us. We have plenty more coming your way, such as a hot job. Competition is heating up at Grand Island Fire. How long it's been since the department has seen this many applicants. And all new tomorrow morning, Preserving the Past. A historic Lincoln church is planning for the future. Wake up with Channel 8's Andrew Ward to find out. The restoration project now moving before city leaders.
Last couple of days have been pretty good for July, especially for July. Things are about to get heated up once more. We are going to see temperatures well into the 90s. That forecast when we come back.
Weather can change.
New at 10, dozens are competing to become Grand Island's next firefighters. The department is testing a record number of applicants this week as it looks to fill 8 firefighter positions. The department received 71 applications. It's the largest applicant pool in more than a decade. Candidates are taking a written exam followed by physical tests designed to simulate the demands of the job. Those who advance will move on to the interviewing process.
There's a lot of people out there that do want to serve the community. The city has great benefits. It's a great job. The work of a firefighter is something special, and there's a large group that want to take part in being a firefighter and hopefully joining our team.
Chief Schmidt adds this year's record applicant pool gives the department a better chance to fill all of its expected vacancies with top quality recruits. Developing now, data center discussions on display all across the country today. The data center debate is even happening in the small community here in Lancaster County. We're talking about Hallam, which has less than 300 people. A company there wants to build a center, and tonight folks had a chance to give their 2 cents. Our Danielle De Silva was in Hallam.
If approved, the proposed data center would be an extension to this plant right here, Monolith in South Hallam. Tonight's meeting isn't going to consist of a vote, but rather a community discussion to see if the city of Hallam would even allow for zoning rules to be changed for expansion to even occur.
Right here, where they already are, and it's already zoned industry.
Darren Swaninger has lived in Hallam his whole life and doesn't want it to go up.
Really changed the nature of the area. We're a lot more of an industrial area now, and I'm worried about the noise. I'm worried about the water usage. I'm worried about the heat, traffic, things like that.
He says the talks around this are causing division in the community. Those for it say it'll bring jobs, but he disagrees.
I don't think it will. Once it gets built, there won't be a lot of jobs. I don't see a whole lot of new business or new people moving into the area because of it.
For local businessman Ryan Gilland, that's exactly what he's hoping for.
I'm a builder here in town. We're doing a spec house in the new development just south of town. Kind of that as a business aspect of it. You know, if it creates jobs, it would help us sell houses.
Gilland says he's mostly neutral about the idea of a data center, but ultimately thinks this type of expansion is inevitable.
And then if you think about the big picture, I mean, you know, you got the big towns like Lincoln, they're all over there. I mean, they're all over everywhere. They're trying to put data centers all over. So, I mean, are everybody going to move out of Lincoln? No. So, and are some people going to move out because of it? Maybe, but I don't see a high percentage of that happening.
Tonight's meeting will be at 7:30 p.m. at the Hallam Auditorium. The people I spoke with say that they hope that they could simply get more information from village leaders about plans to come. Now, I did reach out to Monolith for a reaction, and they told me that they welcome the discussion from the community and welcome town halls like this one. Their full statement will be on our website at klkntv.com. Reporting from Hallam, Nebraska, Danielle De Silva, Channel 8 News.
New at 10, free and reduced price school meal guidelines are now available. The Nebraska Department of Education has released new income guidelines for free and reduced price school meals. Now, families can apply through their child's school or child care program. The new guidelines cover breakfast, lunch, and other nutrition programs for the upcoming school year. Families who meet the income requirements can apply at any time, and children whose households receive benefits like SNAP or TANF may qualify automatically. And don't forget, on July 30th, we're going to be hosting our 3rd annual school supply drive with Lincoln Public Schools. If you scan the QR code on your screen right there, you can find a list of the items that are needed the most, but really any school supply donation would be greatly appreciated. This is going to be held right here in our parking lot at Channel 8 from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
Probably going to look back on the last couple of days, like a year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, and go, really? It only got to 71 yesterday and 79 today in July in Lincoln? You sure? Was there something wrong with the sensor? Because that just doesn't happen very often. 90 is where we're usually at. 106 is that record. Record low of 48. That was back in 1948. But yeah, 79 degrees for a high today. Okay. 21st and L Street, Allocam looking towards downtown Lincoln. Very quiet night. No traffic. Where is everybody? I guess it is only Thursday. It'll probably be busier tomorrow. Good news, bad news. The drought didn't get a whole lot worse. It didn't get better either, though. So here's today. What did get worse was just a little more of the abnormally dry. Just haven't seen a whole lot of rain. Still keeping on with the extremes here in this area, southwestern panhandle, looking at that exceptional, as bad as it gets, drought. So everybody needs rain. And there's a chance as we head through tonight into early tomorrow morning. I'll show you that here in a second. Temperatures, though, this is comfortable. Hopefully, if you needed to mow your yard or get some gardening done or whatever outside, yesterday and today, really good days to do it. And it's very comfortable out there right now. Round of golf. The golf courses were busy. I should have taken today off. Anyway, southeast wind, 5, 10, 15 miles per hour. A lot of cloud cover, sprinkle or two over by Columbus, Greeley. On the other side of Grand Island, it's not a lot. I mean, this is not much, but light rain showers towards Sioux City. What I'm watching is down here, and here we go. This is through 10 p.m., sprinkles and everything out there as advertised. And then here comes this. If this can hold in this place, now this is 3 o'clock in the morning, that's 6 o'clock in the morning. So not much movement, but only 3 hours, and that rain just kind of sticks there. Notice there's some heavier spots here. So spot flooding, a possibility an inch or so, maybe even up to 2 inches in this area in south central and southeast Nebraska if this can happen. It lingers until about 8 o'clock, and then by 9 it's done and everything moves off to the east. So mostly cloudy skies remain. This will keep our temperatures at bay for one more day because it sticks around till 6, but notice lots of sunshine from Grand Island west, which means warmer temperatures in central and western Nebraska. So temperatures tonight between 65 and 70. I think most of us right around 65, 66, maybe 67 degrees. And then highs tomorrow where that cloud cover is at, 70s to around 80. But once you get into the sunshine, quickly, middle 80s and some 90s on the other side of Kearney. And then Saturday, everybody sees the 90s. We're looking at anywhere between 90 and 95, 96 degrees. Dew points will be a little high. Heat index will be a little high. Rinse and repeat, especially Sunday into Monday. Very warm days. We're talking about a heat index likely 100 to 110 on Sunday and Monday. Then just a small chance for rain on Tuesday. Just a tiny chance on Thursday, and those temperatures eventually getting back into the 80s, which is about where we're supposed to be for this time of year anyway, the upper 80s. And we'll see those 90s, though, for the next couple of, not tomorrow, but Saturday, Sunday, and into early next week. Okay, Rod, one more movie trivia about summer for you here. The movie about the summer pastime of baseball claims there's no crying in baseball. What movie said that? Was it a League of Their Own, Sandlot, Bull Durham, or Field of Dreams?
You got to go with Tom Hanks and League of Their Own.
I was looking at that movie and looking through some of the quotes, and they're just fantastic.
Yeah.
Just a great movie.
Great movie, you bet. Thank you, Rusty. Well, caught on camera tonight, a wild ride for some drivers to a bear making himself at home inside a business. Take a look. We begin with a dramatic crash in Texas, leaving an 18-wheeler dangling over the edge of a freeway overpass. 2 people had minor injuries. No word yet on why the driver lost control. Crews worked most of the day to clear the scene before reopening all lanes of the highway. Take a look at this video from Boston. A rollover crash in a tunnel brought traffic to a stop this morning. It appears a blue sedan crossed into an adjacent travel lane and hit a white SUV. The impact caused the sedan to turn onto its side before it came to rest on its roof. No one was seriously hurt. And finally, this bear walking through the main door of a water district office in Southern California. It's where people can pay their bills. Well, he wandered around the lobby for a couple of minutes. 2 workers were there when it happened and couldn't believe what they were seeing. Before they knew it, the bear was walking back out through their lobby door, back out to the wilderness. Can you imagine being inside there and the bear knowing how to push the door open and leave when he wanted to? I don't know. Hey, the Sports Zone coming up next with Nick Erickson. Nick, what happened today in the world of sports?
Yeah, Rod, a lot to cover tonight. Coming up in sports, a former Husker retires from the NFL. In baseball, announces a trip down south. Stay with us.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, powered by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Well, hey, what's going on, everyone? So glad you can join us here at the Sports Zone on this Thursday night. Great to have you here. News broke out last night that former Husker tight end Travis Vokalek is retiring from professional football after numerous doctors suggested he medically retire following a severe neck injury during the 2025 NFL season. Vokalek took to social media last night expressing his gratitude for achieving his dreams of playing football and thanking his teammates, fans, and coaching staff. He says, quote, "I have attacked every day of being a professional football player with passion, determination, and discipline. I can say that I truly left everything out on the field." Despite the unexpected end to his career, I can say on behalf of everyone here in Lincoln that we support you, Travis, and wish you nothing but the best in retirement. Once a Husker, always a Husker. Well, sticking with the Husker theme here, Nebraska baseball announced earlier today on social media that they will be heading south this coming February to participate in the Battle of the Ballpark. The event will be held February 26th through the 28th in San Antonio, Texas, where the AA affiliate of the Padres play. The 4 teams participating in 3-day round-robin tournament will be the Air Force, Army, West Point, Notre Dame, and of course, the Big Red. Well, news broke out around the NHL this morning that has been blowing up around social media regarding free agency. 3-time Stanley Cup champion and 9-time NHL All-Star Patrick Kane is headed back to Chicago after spending 3 years apart from the franchise. Kane, who passed Mike Modano for the most points scored by an American-born player earlier this year, returns to the franchise in which he was drafted #1 overall by and played with for 16 years. During his time with Chicago, Kane quickly established himself as one of the most exciting and dynamic players in the NHL, scoring 446 goals and notching 779 assists in a Blackhawks uniform. Now, after spending 3 seasons with the Detroit Red Wings, Kane returns to Chicago on a 2-year deal. Gotta love homecoming stories in sports, and boy, is this one special. It's showtime again in Chicago. Well, heading back to some news on the diamond, last night future Hall of Famer and Royals catcher Salvador Perez tied George Brett for the Royals' all-time home run record. Just 1 away from claiming the title as Perez, and the Royals started a road series against the Tigers tonight. First pitch was at 6:40, Randy Dobnak in the hill, and man, what an outing he had. 5 innings of scoreless baseball while only allowing 4 hits and fanning 3 batters. Let's take a look. The Royals got things started in the 6th, courtesy of an Isaac Collins 2-run blast. But it didn't take long for the Tigers to respond as they put up a 3-spot an inning later. But give credit to the Royals for making things interesting by tying the game in the 8th, but the comeback attempt fell short. 4-3 the final from Detroit. And hey, check it out. The Salt Dogs tonight snapping their 5-game skid, keeping Sioux City scoreless in the process. Good to see Lincoln back in the win column. Well, that's all we have tonight here on the Sports Zone. Rod will go ahead and toss it back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Nick, and we'll be back with a final check of your forecast. New at 10, one young girl is paying it forward in a big way. A young Nebraskan is making a big difference, $1 at a time. Her name is Berkeley, and here she is donating $66 to Hot Meals USA after taking part in a student fundraiser. She chose the organization because it provides meals to her uncle. Her uncle is a firefighter who was battling wildfires earlier this year. Hot Meals USA thanked Berkeley for her generosity and support. Bless her heart. $66. Okay, good job, Berkeley. Cool. Let's get a final check of the weather, Rusty.
Temperatures are comfortable out there right now, and we have one more comfortable day. Chance for rain early tomorrow morning in south central and southeast Nebraska. Could see some heavy rain in some spots. Right now there's nothing out there, but it is going to be coming our way from the south and eventually making its way into south central and southeast Nebraska. So here's what that looks like. Scattered showers start to kick up around 3 o'clock in the morning. Pockets of heavy rain a possibility around 5, 6, towards 7 or 8. It starts to linger and then eventually move out. We'll be left with cloudy skies and those temperatures struggling. I'm not sure we'll make it to 80 degrees tomorrow. We'll try. And then as we head into Saturday, it does look like things will quiet down.
All right, thank you, Rusty, and thank you for joining us. Andrew in Houston will be here for your morning news starting at 5 a.m. Jimmy Kimmel is coming up next. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Come see us at our new South Point location. Locally owned Comfort Made Mattress Factory, handcrafted, built right here, and backed with a lifetime comfort guarantee.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.
Green's Furnace and Plumbing has